5 things that are keeping crypto traders broke, especially if you're someone who finds yourself not being able to make crypto profit consistently. And as someone who has a crypto community, I constantly see people who are able to make their first $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, who's able to see on the back end exactly what people are doing, who are able to succeed and achieve their financial goals, and people who aren't able to succeed and achieve their financial goal. And the big important thing about it is that none of these profits are, oh, this was a trade we took 1 month, we're taking 1 trade a month. No, all of these, you guys can see the crypto trades we've taken today, crypto trades we've taken yesterday, crypto trade we've taken this week. This is profits we're making every single week. So I want you guys to know, if you are someone where you're not making profit on a weekly basis in crypto, it means that there is something you are doing wrong. And that thing that you're doing wrong is a knowledge base. Because you guys can see the profits are right here that we are making consistently in my inner circle, in my private community. And if you are able to do these 5 things, stop doing them, you will see that you'll be able to make more profit and more consistent profit. Because it doesn't matter if you're able to make $1 million and you lose it all, but if you're able to make $1 million, keep it and keep on going, then you'll find your crypto wallet getting very big, fat, and juicy. All right, so let's hop into it. Reason number 1 why people are always losing money in crypto: you are trading on heavy leverage, way too much leverage. Because if you look at my inner circle, all the people that are able to make money consistently again and again and again are people that use manageable leverage. You guys can see right here, it says STX, that's the crypto. Then it says USDT, right? And then pay attention to where it says short, and right beside that short, it says 2, meaning this is a 2x leverage trade. We can scroll again. Let's look at another trade, right? This is the magma trade. It says short position, making money while the crypto is going down. That is a 2x trade. Let's look at another crypto right here. Same thing. It's a 2x leverage trade, 22% profit. Let's look at another crypto. That is a 2x trade, 8% profit. Let's look at another crypto, 9% profit, 2x leverage trade. And I can go on and on and on. So the reason why I want you guys to see this, because everyone who's a part of my inner circle, everyone who's a part of my community, I always teach them that you have to absolutely use low leverage. And I know it doesn't sound sexy. I know people on YouTube, I know people on Instagram and on TikTok and all these different social media platforms were presented as if to be able to make a lot of money, you should trade on high leverage. And I've seen these scam artists who say, hey, let me start with $100 and trade on 100x leverage. And if you make 1 trade, then you'll make $1,000 in 1 day. But the problem with that is when you're trading on heavy leverage, is if you make 1 small error, you end up losing your account. So if you're trading on 100x leverage, if the crypto moves 1% in the opposite direction of your trade, guess what? Liquidated, done. You've lost your entire account. If you're trading on 200x leverage, the crypto moves 0.5% in the opposite direction, liquidated, you've used all your entire money. So when it comes to trading, especially if you're new, you absolutely have to use low leverage. And as I continue to scroll here, you will see we only use low leverage. So my advice, if you're someone who's new, you're just getting started in crypto, stick with 1x leverage, which is pretty much not using leverage at all. So the crypto will have to move close to 100% for you to lose money. But with fees all included, it's actually 98, 97%, right? Or you can even do 2x leverage, meaning the crypto would have to move 50% for you to be able to lose your money. And I just wanted you guys to see this screenshot. So now we're all the way near the mid-August, and you can see all the trades we took, they're still on that 1x leverage, 2x leverage, 3x leverage. Why? Because it gives you a larger margin of error. So the opposite way of viewing that, it gives you more space to mess up but still be able to make money. And when you're a new crypto trader, guess what? You're gonna suck. But the more you trade, then the better you'll get, and the less you'll suck, and you'll be able to be more profitable. So ignore all these people that talk about high leverage, because that is the most common beginner mistake, and it sets you up to lose the most amount of money as possible. Reason number two why I always see new traders lose money in crypto is because they're not losing stop loss. I'm gonna go to TradingView so I can show you this example. A lot of new traders, for some reason, when they look at a stop loss, they think, oh, if I implement a stop loss, it means I suck at trading. It means that I'm not good. It means that I am not going to achieve my goal. No, that is the exact opposite mindset you should have if you want to get your crypto wallet big, fat, and juicy. You should be using stop losses. Stop losses are your friend. Stop losses is a way for you to continuously stay in the game, like you can perform your best. And a great example I can give for this is like Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan was in the finals, we know he was 6-0. This man never lost. And if you actually study the way Phil Jackson coached him when they were in the fourth quarter, the last about 6 to 8 minutes of the game, Phil Jackson would put Michael on the bench and he would give him a 2-minute rest so that he would get rejuvenated, and then he'll be able to go back in the game. So when it comes to stop loss, that's how you have to view it as. If I decide to take a trade, I'm like, oh, I think Bitcoin is going to skyrocket and it's going to go towards the upside and I'm going to make so much money. But I know, hey, if Bitcoin crosses below this line, then it's typically an indication prices are going to go all the way down here. And if price goes all the way down here, guess what? I just lost all my money. So what does that mean? It means I need to get out of the game and sit on the bench because prices are not going to go my way, and I just need to let the game continue until I've rejuvenated myself. I understand what is most likely going to happen, and then I can get back in the game and I can accumulate at a good price, which is that main level of support, knowing that prices are most likely now going to move back towards the upside. So remember, a stop loss is not something to hold you back, but a stop loss is something to allow you to stay in the game so you can continuously perform your best. Because if you're starting off with like $10,000 and you lose 90% of your account, so now you're back with $1,000, that's very discouraging and it'll make you want to quit. But if you have $10,000 and realize this isn't really going my way that much, I don't really like this trade, and you only end up losing $1,000, guess what? You still have $9,000 in your account, and you're like, Matata, I can do this. I can definitely still make back that $1,000 that I lost, and then potentially keep going to 20K, 30K, and 40K. So don't view a stop loss as you taking a massive L and not being able to achieve your goal. View a stop loss as something to help you to continuously perform better, to enhance your performance, to help you fast forward your results. Because it doesn't matter how good you are, bro. Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Messi, Ronaldo, everybody at some point needs to take a rest so that they can get back in the game and continue to crush it. You guys, don't get it confused. I know I just gave an example talking about Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson, but we know who the GOAT really is. LeBron James, the greatest basketball player to ever step on the basketball field. Okay, now back to reason number 3 and why people are constantly losing money in crypto. And it is because of this, you guys. It is fear and greed. I see so many people who get into the crypto space, and then once they start making a certain amount of money, they'll look at their trade. They're like, oh, look, I'm up $900. I just got to hold this trade until I make another $100. And then I will be at $1,000 profit for the day. I need to make $1,000 for the day. And then they get extremely greedy, right? And that's why they end up losing money. Because you know what? When you're looking at the crypto chart doesn't say, oh, John's a really good person. Quincy's a really good person. So do you know what? I'm just going to continue to run up even higher until John and Jessica and Quincy make their first $1,000 in one day, the first $10,000 in one day. No, once the crypto hits that area of resistance, guess what's going to happen? Prices are going to go down. Once it hits that area of support, guess what's happened? Prices are most likely going to go up. So instead of trading to your bank account, you need to trade to whatever the chart is telling you what is most likely going to happen. Because what happens is people that I have found in my community that are the ones who are able to make profit consistently, because they're not trading based on their own personal goals, what happens to their account is that they're able to make their first $100, then their first $200, then their first $500, then their first $800 just in one day. And then they reached at a point where now they're able to make $1,000 in one day. Now they're able to make $2,000 one day. Now they're able to make $3,000 in one day. And that all happened. Why? Is because they were just taking whatever profit the market gave them instead of trying to squeeze water out of a stinking rock when there is nothing there. So stop trading according to your bank account. Stop trading according to your goal and start trading according to whatever the market gives you. And you'll find yourself that you're way more profitable when you listen to the chart, when you look at the chart and you see what is the chart telling you instead of being fixated on the amount of money that you want to make. Reason number 4 why people are always losing money in crypto, it is not having a crypto strategy. And this kind of ties back to what I just mentioned in regards to being greedy. Because what happens is if you have a good crypto strategy, then you know, okay, this is a good time to sell or this is a good time to keep the position. For example, if my crypto strategy is, hey, every time I see crypto run up to major level of rejection, I enter the short position. Okay, so right here we can see last time Mama Bitcoin ran toward this upside right here, and then it got rejected, and then prices ended up coming back down. Now I'm seeing Mama Bitcoin run back toward the upside again. Well, if I bought right here and I want Bitcoin to go all the way to $90,000 or $100,000 and I'm not going to sell and I'm in a big leverage position, well, because you're in a leverage position, prices have gone up. All right, great. You're making money. Great. Prices have hit this range. Great. But now you have to sell. Why? Because your strategy says, hey, once prices hit this ranges, prices are most likely going to go down. But because you don't have a strategy, you don't have a game plan, you don't have a clear plan of when you need to enter and when you need to exit, then you start doing random stuff. You just start holding and you just wait until you see a number that you like, or you hold the trade and the profits keep getting lower and lower and lower and lower because the crypto price just keeps going lower and lower and lower until a point where you're like, oh, dang, what the heck am I going to do? All right, I'm just going to hold this crypto for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years till whenever. And then you just close your eyes, cross your fingers, and you just start hoping that things end up going back up so you can start making some money. Because you have to realize when you're in a trade, it's not just you that's in the trade. It's everyone. It's international. It's people all around the world. People that are buying and selling. So you need to have a strategy. You need to have some type of a game plan. You're not going to go into the battlefield without having a game plan. You're not going to go play a game as a professional athlete without having some type of strategy, some type of game plan. So you need a game plan when it actually comes to trading. And you also need a game plan even when it comes to investing, because a game plan gives you a lot more clarity so that you know exactly what you should do. Now, a little pro tip on how you can actually develop a good strategy and a good game plan, which is simply by paper trading on TradingView. Yes, you can paper trade. When the world is paper trading, it's like Monopoly. So you have fake money, but real crypto. So what happens is with this fake money, you're actually buying and you're selling and you're seeing, well, can I make money with fake money? And if you're able to make money, check. That's a good sign that your strategy, your technique is working. Because if you can't even make money with fake money, why in the world do you think you're still going to be able to make money with real money? Right? So try paper trading. Or the other thing that you can do that's actually really helpful is instead of throwing all your money in, so let's say you have around $5,000 and you want to start trading crypto, right? Instead of putting in all that $5,000, you can take that 5,000, split it in half, and then only put in 2,500 and then trade with that 2,500 and see how it goes. And then then you can put in the rest of the money. But the truth is, when you're brand new, like I just said, you're going to suck. But it's okay, because as you keep going, you're going to suck less, then you become good, then you become great, and then sooner or later you'll find out you're always making profit and your crypto walls become big, fat, and juicy. So when you're new, just remember the rule. It is better to start off with the least amount of money just so you can get your foot wet. You can learn the ropes, learn everything that comes with trading and investing. And after you build some momentum, you learn the emotional aspect of it, then you can allocate more profit. And that actually leads me to point number 5, which is one of the main reasons why traders always lose money in crypto. Even traders that have made their first 10K, 20K, 30K will still mess up because of this reason, which is their emotions. And the thing is, when it comes to crypto, regardless of which crypto you trade, I will let you know the number one thing is emotions, because a lot of us have cryptos that are our favorite crypto, right? You have, okay, some Bitcoin Maximus. Bitcoin's my favorite crypto. Ethereum's my favorite crypto. BNB, I've never heard anyone say BNB is my favorite. But like XRP community is stinking massive, right? Solana, I'm a huge part of the Solana gang. Let's go Sol. I think Sol might be moving up in the ranks this bull run. But controlling your emotions will allow you to make more money in crypto consistently, because I see so many people in my private community that are more new to crypto, right? A lot of them that are new, they'll make a trade. They're like, oh man, this trade didn't go my way. And then they'll get upset because the trade didn't go their way. So then what do, right? What people will do is sometimes they will double down. So they'll put in $3,000 and they end up losing a little bit of money. Like, oh man, the crypto didn't go well. So all of a sudden, now they start putting in the same amount that they have, and they increase their leverage. So they're putting in way more money. So they're putting in $3,000. Now they're putting in $6,000 or $9,000. But doing that gives you less margin of error, meaning one mess up and you end up losing all your money. So one thing I realized, being able to handle your emotions, and that fits into every single rule that I said, because revenge trading is a real thing in crypto. If it doesn't go your way, just walk away, close your computer, and you'll be able to trade again. If you're seeing you made an investment and it's going the opposite direction, you have to be able to know, okay, you know what? Don't do anything stupid. Don't make a decision based on your emotions. Because when it comes to trading, emotion is not your friend. You have to have a good strategy and a good game plan, because a strategy and a game plan is proven if you've done it the right way. You know, the success rate of this is like 80% or 90% or 65%. So you know you can rely on that versus however you're feeling that day. And once I overcame these things and I started implementing these things, you guys, this is how I'm able to trade and I make profit consistently. And these are the exact same strategies that I'm able to share with everybody who's in my inner circle, everyone who's in my private community. And a lot of these people, they're new crypto traders. A lot of these people have never ever traded before until they join my community. But now they're crushing it. Now they're succeeding. Now they're achieving the crypto goal. So no matter where you are on your crypto journey, just know you can achieve your crypto goal. Whether it's making that first $50,000, $100,000, whatever mark it is, paying off your credit card, paying off your student loan, paying off your debt, just know you can do it, because I know how it's like to look at your life and ask yourself, how in the world did I get here? This isn't the life I told myself I would have. This isn't the life that I promised myself. I need to make a change. I have to learn this crypto thing. I see everyone doing so well on social media. I see everyone crushing it. Why can't I get it right? I know how it is to want that. And I know how it is to get scammed by the guy on social media who's got the penthouse, who's got the Lambo, who has all these cars. But no matter what you do, as long as if you decide to commit to this, you decide to learn, you decide to go hard, be diligent, you'll learn the skills and you'll get better and better and better. And then you'll look up after just being locked in, grinding, you'll say, wow, I made my first $1,000. I made my first 5,000, first 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, and you'll keep on going. So if you guys are loving this content, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe. And if you have any crypto questions, you guys want to join the community, the link's in the bio. Join the community for absolutely free.